What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Let's Play. Today we're going to do The Simpsons, Bart's Nightmare on Super Nintendo. I had a viewer, sorry, I'm just adjusting the audio. I had a viewer request Hit and Run, and I ordered that game, and it will be coming in the mail, and I'll do that soon. But I thought in the meantime, let's do another Simpsons game. Not as good a Simpsons game. But really, Hit and Run is probably the high water mark in the entire Simpson game universe. So, whatever. But right now, let's do this. So, I'm gonna try and explain. I do have some Game Genie codes on because this game is impossible. So, first thing, what did I do there? Oh shoot. If a blue Z touches a bubble, it goes up into this bar where I'm jumping up into. That's my life. Every time I get hit by something, I lose one of those Z's, and when I run out, it's game over. So the whole point is Bart had a nightmare. I think my voice just cracked like I'm in puberty. We're gonna do this one. And he lost all his homework. And so somehow he has to go to this hub world called Windy World, which was that street we were on. And from there, he gets a bunch of, well, doesn't get a bunch. Randomly, a piece of paper shows up, and if he jumps on that, he gets an option to go into one of two dream worlds, in which he can hopefully retrieve one of his homework pieces. And the more homework he gets by the time he game overs, oh, I see that code's not working. The more homework he gets by the time he game overs, the higher his score, and that's it. It's a score-based game. Like, that's it. So it's just, I don't know, it's one of those kind of games. Okay, Nelson's coming in, take him out. Okay, the first boss is Sherry and Terry. So if you can, you want to kind of, well, you want to kind of get high on them. And that is the weirdest boss meter I think I've ever seen in a game. It's a square that starts off with like green, and then it gets progressively smaller. Come on, die, you girls. And yeah, it's just a weird way to demarcate how much life they have. These guys are good. These balloons always give you something. That's a life. And I thought I had entered a code for unlimited life in these sections, because these can get hard. Especially the itchy and scratchy one, which we'll see. So one challenge with this game is finding that paper in the windy world. That can be a nightmare, and I imagine there's going to be some jump cuts as I find it, because sometimes it just goes away for forever, and it can take minutes to find, and that's really frustrating. The speedrunners know how to like spawn it and everything like that, but I'm not a speedrunner. I don't even know if I'm going to beat this. I probably won't. There's a itchy and scratchy James Bond level. No, not James Bond. Indiana Jones. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. It took me forever to figure out how to do it as a kid, and I still can't do it consistently. So, anyways, this is the Bartman level, as I'm sure you've seen, and we got 5 bosses to get through. Actually, 4. We got to deal with Smithers twice, and I messed that up. If you can get high on Smithers, that first arrow he shoots at you just can't hit, and therefore you just win. You could just keep punching them out. Okay, let's see if my Game Genie is working. Did that count as a life? No, it didn't. Okay, good. So we will beat these. And the Bartman area is not, well, now I'm being kind of lazy about it, but the Bartman area is not the hardest one. It's really the itchy and scratchy game. That is, man, that's murder. This whole game is murder. This is just a punishing game. That icon gave me some extra hits in the Windy World, the Hub World, but I have unlimited of those thanks to Game Genie. Because otherwise, it's just insane. Okay, so the radioactive clouds. I used to always take the high road. but I think other people take different paths. Yeah, you can make that. You can get in the right angle there, but I don't have the freaking skill of a 12-year-old anymore. But yeah, this was a game I used to rent all the time, man. I loved this game. I was a sucker for punishment. This was when Simpsons was like the greatest thing in the whole world to me. Like, I couldn't even understand Simpsons as like a corporate IP, you know? I just thought it was like the most important thing in the world. Like, knowing Simpsons and knowing Simpsons quotes was very, very critical. And like, therefore, experiencing as much of the canon as you possibly can was just everything to me. I had the books. My brother had the comic books. I think we have nearly every Simpsons video game. We don't have Bart versus the Juggernauts on Game Boy. I don't have Itchy and Scratchy for the Super Nintendo, but I have the other ones. And this one, like I say, is really hard, really unforgiving, just mean-spirited. But I can't say it's a bad game. But it's hard, man. I can't imagine if you don't have any kind of childhood affinity for this to want to do this. I think this game would be just too punishing. But maybe you enjoy it. I mean, hopefully you try it after watching this if you've never played this game, and maybe I can help you out with it. So this Burns goes high, or yeah, he'll go either high or low. And when you hear the Gatling gun going off, you just kind of change your elevation and try and put a bunch of shots out. Try not to fly into the bullet like that twice. I like Burns' plane, huh? Look at that. That's a pretty cool thing. I like that little sprite work. And Burns, unlike Smithers, will not leave you alone after he fires all his load. Get that joke, guys? You actually do have to kill Burns. And there's nothing to it other than to just listen for that gun and then go up and down and just make him fly into a trail of these little stones. So ridiculous. F off, Burns. Okay. Look at what a weird boss meter, honestly. Come on. Okay, so for those keeping track, I would have beat that legit, but I do like having the safety blanket of the Game Genie behind me. Okay, page 1. So there's eight pages. So let's talk about this crazy ass world. You want to jump over the mailboxes as best you can. Going high on the sidewalk has its advantages. You don't want Lisa to touch you. I'll explain why. But now we're jumping mailboxes. And the reason we're jumping mailboxes is because we're hoping that a arrow or question mark pops out and tells us which way the page is. It's either going to be left or right of Bart, obviously. And that will tell us. These were the nightmare of my youth. These Jebediah Springfield heads. It's only through massive repetition. I want to shoot this guy. Come on. Gosh darn it. Okay, I gotta shoot a watermelon seed at this TV. Obviously. Because that is going to summon the paper. Right? Of course, right? Yeah, those Jebediah Springfield heads, man, they were hard to jump over. Get the timing right. God. Okay, we're gonna do Bart's Blood Dream, which is pink door. Hello. Bart's Blood Dream. This is just nonsense, right? Like, you would never figure this out unless you knew what's going on. So, you're in Bart's bloodstream. There are German diseases from the First War, from the Great War. And I died right off the bat. Great. Okay. That typically doesn't happen. There are two types of soldiers. There are ones with the Kaiser's hat and grenade throwing assholes. And the only way you can die, really, is to get caught in a grenade blast. And that's what happened. So I lost right away. So what's going on here? The fish, Blinky the fish, if you jump over 3 of them, you get 3 pillows, which acts as a continue, but we don't need that because of unlimited lives. Okay, let's do Bartzilla. So Bartzilla has 3 directions he can shoot his fireball. It's unlimited. Fireball takes out helicopters. Laser is also 3 directions. You can hit the train track, the street, or right ahead. The manual says those are IRS buildings. You blow them up, like everything on the screen dies. So I do have a life meter. As I take hits, Bart will slowly get weak. Gotta get the timing right on the planes. When you hear them hit their afterburner, that's when you gotta hit it. So you want to avoid as many hits as you can, and the tanks do a ton of damage, man. They suck. So you want to try and group the shot. Get as many tanks as possible. And the thing is, you have to let the shot. It's like Mega Man rules. I'm taking damage. Some planes. Okay. You have to let the shot exit the screen or complete its motion before you can fire the other one. Otherwise, you just kind of... You can't spam it, right? And you want to hit those trains if you can. A lot of points. And this thing. And you want to kill it too. That's the pro move. You get points for killing it. So it shrinks you down. You get one paper. And now just the nonsense of this, you just gotta climb and just get lucky. And the only thing I can think to do is just climb. Idiots throw stuff out the window. If it hits you, it knocks you down. And it's kind of an auto-scroller. I'm not really sure exactly how to describe. Like, if you get hit and fall down the screen, then Marge comes. There's nothing you can do about that. You just get hit, as far as I can tell. If you get hit too much and fall too far, then you lose. But the screen will track down with you. And Bart has this kind of laser power thing. We're going to have to use this because Homer Kong is on the top of the tower. Gotta get him just right. And this used to be real hard for me as a kid to get this right. Got lucky there. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, you bastard. Oh man, you threw a cat down? That's messed up, lady. Okay, Homer here, go to the other side, move in, and press the button as soon as he punches. It's really weird. And if you do it, you shrink him, and he gives you the homework. And if not, he punches you way down the mountain, or down the building, and then you're really in bad shape. It's awful. It's ridiculous. Again, it's one of those things like these Jebediah Springfield heads. I've just, well, as soon as I say I know how to do it, I can't do it. But it's just one of those things you gotta learn, man. I don't remember what Skinner does. Oh my god, already? That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna save the orange door for last, or later, because it is just a nightmare. So here's the Itchy and Scratchy house, part 1. I'm gonna take a quick sip of coffee real quick, sorry. Yeah, it's just a wonderful Sunday morning here. Happy 2021, everyone, by the way. If you're watching this in the distant year of 2025, because I suddenly became a internet meme, you know, happy 2025. But for the rest of us living in the here and now, happy 2021, man. Let's hope this year goes better. Yeah, so here's the Itchy and Scratchy house. You get weak weapons, And there are some versions of Itchy and Scratchy that kill you in one hit, like Bazooka Itchy and Flamethrower Scratchy. There we go. So you just kind of gotta know where to hide and hang out. Just run past all that nonsense. Then you get the fire extinguisher. There's 8 of these guys come in. So, these light bulbs will give you lives until you have all your life, and then they give you 200 points. And I mentioned, like, look, I'm getting 100 points for killing a Itchy here, and I get 200 for hitting this light bulb. I mentioned this game is basically just a score chaser. So I remember one time, I mean, as a kid, I couldn't get anywhere in this game. I could barely get like 2-3 pages of homework. And I remember just leaving the game on with the auto controller, just constantly holding the A button down, shooting this off, and just waiting there. We went to my grandparents' house, and came back, I just had a massive score. And I thought that would be a way to like get the best ending. No. It's a combination of doing really high points, as well as getting all the pages. Because at the end you get graded, a letter grade, like at school. And I had oh my god. I had a ton of points, but yeah, was not able to get an A+. I think I still got a C. Which was, a C grade was like really good for me back in the day. It's really good. It's good for anyone, man. I don't care. This game's rough. Okay, so you want to hang out underneath the faucet here. And they can't touch you. So the oven shoots fireballs at you. Those soda cans can be used. That knife, that's Itchy throwing that knife. And if that knife touches you, it's dead in one hit. And if I get hit at all, then I lose this plunger gun, which I want to keep. Well, I mean, this is the last area, but plunger guns are the best weapon here. But yeah, under the sink, man. That's where all the good stuff goes down. And I noticed recently, look at the graphic around the sink, man. They got, like, the corners are blue. That's sloppy sprite work, dog. Sloppy, sloppy indeed. Page 4, halfway there. Now it's going to be a pain in the butt to get the paper on the street, so I might be doing some deep cuts and having the page just pop in, but let's see how fast we can do it, and we'll see what my dialogue is going to be like. The bullies. Okay, the bullies, I don't know what they do exactly. They just walk you some way, and you have to hit one of those flying saxophones to summon Lisa to turn them into rats. Hey, TV, come here. Oh my god. I don't have any more watermelon seeds left. Great. Okay, we can't do anything with the TV anyways. Basketball. We want the basketball. Basketball's fun. Okay, so what we have to do... Oh my god. That's the best way to get life, is you skateboard around and, I don't know, every couple seconds you get a new Z. There it is, yeah. And with that, let's try and do the blood dream again. And with those Z's, if you fill up that whole thing, okay, you gotta stay away from the grenade guys. And it looks like they're putting me in, not exactly at the beginning. These bastards. And the ones with the Kaiser helmet, they're going to try and hit you from below. Oh my goodness! Wow, I never have such a hard time with that. Man, stupid blood dream. Yeah, so if you never know what to do, the best thing is take the high path and They just don't stop. That if you had limited hits, those things are much harder to jump over than it looks like. Like you don't have to have perfect timing, but there's really not much margin for error. This really isn't that useful for us because first it slows down our exploration, and second, the main advantage of the suit from Skinner is that whenever you take damage, whenever you would be hit, you just kind of spin around like that, and you wouldn't lose a Z. But I think, I don't know, there was some disadvantage to being in that suit. You don't want it. Mud puddles suck, they slow you down even further. It gets really hard to jump over these Jebediah heads, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see, come on. Where's that paper? Oh yeah, we want this. Because we can turn into a soda and burp. It's crazy, right? Turn into a soda and burp, and if the bullies are on the screen, then the page shows up, so let's go find those stupid bullies. Hopefully they show up. Big advantage in this game, you can use the shoulder pads to kind of... Oh god. Yes, hitting the jazz makes you walk backwards, makes all your controls backwards, because, you know. So, okay, yeah. Turn the page in, good. Okay, let's try the Itchy and Scratchy one. Or, Indiana Jones. Okay, I'm not going to be able to explain. So there's 4 paths. If you see the little fires, that means as soon as you touch that, it's going to fall from beneath you. To pull the camera forward, that's a trick that no one ever taught me as a kid. And Maggie will shoot that thing off. Otherwise, it's a one-hit kill. Everything in here is a one-hit kill. That guy's not a one-hit kill. What he wants to do is push you around, so that you fall on a piece that would just. Okay, so see, I got the one above me to the front and the bottom are all bad. So I gotta find a way to like. The blue one. Right? I need a way to like lift it up. F off. So that guy almost pushed me away. I don't know what the heck they want, man. Well, that's just dumb. Yeah, you jump on some down and others pop up, and it's like... Right there at the end, dude. I just don't know how to pop these ones up. Just anticipate where he's gonna go and just whip him, and let's just be calm, guys. Let's just take it easy. There's no rush here. Just pay attention. Some of these are up, some of these are down. I don't know which ones. God, it's dangerous to be right there. Super dangerous. Gosh darn it, man. Come on. Why won't they lift up? Ah, this game is just insane. And now I got so many knocked on the lowest levels. Oh my god, help me. And sometimes they don't want to show you the fire quick enough. Of course, we start from the beginning because why not? Yeah, get the egg. The egg gives us one up, or lets us try again. Okay, not quite. I don't know. Just jump them down. Hopefully that pushes some up ahead of us. Because the pattern's always the same. I just don't know it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that pink one's up high, huh? How do we get to Pinky? We can't. The same predicament as last time. Gosh, darn it, man. What the heck do you want, game? Is this one on fire? No, it's not. Everything around me is on fire. Oh, good lord. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's that one, man. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get us through part 2 of Itchy and Scratchy and the Blood Dream, and then, I don't know, dude. I just can't beat that stupid Indiana Jones one. The biggest thing for a long time was not knowing you could scroll the screen ahead to get the Maggies to shoot early. Otherwise, they just shoot as soon as you're in their line of sight. There is no avoiding them, and you have to know that. If you don't use the shoulder buttons, there's no chance. And if you do, then you get to a point where it's a puzzle, and keep them on screen. Can you turn to paper, please? Oh, he only does that trick once. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna quick cut till the paper shows up. There it is! Oh my god. Blood Dream. Let's get to him. Well, get him. Stick him. Stick him, boy. Okay, and we didn't even really describe what you're... What? I gotta watch that. I didn't feel like I was in the blast radius of that. I feel like I'd never do that bad at the Blood Dream. The Blood Dream is like one of the first ones I ever beat as a kid. Now it is my enemy. Anyways, let's do a quick cut, and we will find the page. Okay, we found the page. In the meantime, we've been turned into a frog. We got hit by the jazz music, but we can still get here. Okay, well, they want us to try the Blood Dream again. Yet again. Blood it up. So, let's see if we can... Mother of God. Ridiculous, man. Okay. Okay, get that paper. Find Blood Dream. Golly. Come here, you freaking parasites. Go ahead. Go ahead, you bastard. They can't throw down. So, if you can... Oh my god, that was close. So if you can go lower than them, you should be safe. But how do you get out of this nightmare? So that is my homework page up there. And you have to hit Smile and Joe Fission. If you guys remember that character. The red ones kill everyone, thank God. And Smile and Joe Fission breaks the ionic bond, or whatever the heck, the force field around the homework. I just like to hold on to this guy, because he kills everyone on the screen. That's an active little one, the white ones. Okay. I think this is the last one. Yeah, it's open. Got it. Okay. And I always like that kind of like transparency layer in front. I always thought that was fun. Like, that's, you know, nonsense that a kid mind remembers. Okay, so we're on the hunt for the last page. Because we're not going to beat the Indiana Jones one. So. Okay, guys, we found it. So, let's do the last Itchy and Scratchy level. Show you how hard this is. And this is it. I think this is as far as I can take this game. So I'm going to then disable the Game Genie codes, game over, and see what kind of grade we got as cheaters. But this game is brutal. Okay. Yep, over here. This gun. 8 of these stupid things. Get the high ground. They can't hit you. You also can't... Oh god, that was close. So of course I lose the gun. Let's go back. Imagine, you know, you got 3 lives to do this. You have a life bar, but the hell with that. That don't matter. Of course, take 1 hit, lose the gun. These are instant death Itchy and Scratchies, of course. Oh man, it's not a terrible game. It's just mercilessly difficult. Okay, we're gonna try and hold on to the gun as long as we can. Okay. Well, we got the gun. We held the gun for a long time there. Do you guys remember when there was phones in the houses? Like connected to your wall? Like if someone wanted to talk to you, you had to be near your wall? What the hell was that about, man? I talked to my mom once. She told me that when she was growing up, they had what was referred to as a party line. She shared a phone line with another house. Could you imagine that? Imagine sharing a phone with like 10 people. It's not that long ago. Now look at us. We have such ease of communication with each other, and all the disinformation as you can handle. Oh, fuck you, Bubbles! Sorry, I'm trying not to swear. It's just this game brings out the worst. It's a one-hit kill. The knife is a one-hit kill, and it's electric knife, obviously. Of course, this floor is slippery. I like how nervous Bart is. Die, you. He's just in pure terror. Look at them breathing. Oh god. I love that art. The sprite work on that. A phone connected to the wall. Oh yeah, that's how you would go online too. You would use the same thing to connect to some nerds in Wisconsin to talk about Star Trek trivia. So good. Oh man, when this game came out, the world was a different place. Yeah, F off. I get it. Yeah. This isn't a bad gun, but it's not the best. It's gonna mean the fight with the boss is gonna take a long time though. If you're better than me and you can get the plunger or the plunger gun brought into the boss fight, then it's over pretty quick. But if you're like me, it's gonna take a while. Finish this boss off. So 8 of these guys. Remember, guys, 8's the magic number. Yeah, more bazooka, itchy. Of course, one-hit death, flamethrower, scratchy. I thought the music for this stage was awesome. It just a little bit of levity for the insanity. So you just guys shoot this thing and avoid these fire guys, and just takes forever. Those guys are, of course, one-hit kill. You know. So it's just a game of chicken, pulling them away. They have kind of an interesting move set. It's like they're on a dampening sine wave of sorts. I don't know, it's hard to describe. At least vertically, it's dampening sine wave. They kind of go up, come down, and then they just kind of rest. Yep. You know it. I remember the first time I beat this. I beat this as a kid. Not as a kid, as a teenager. One other thing about this game I can remember is... Wow, now I'm just getting sloppy. Despite this game being so difficult and so rough, I was addicted to it. And I remember my grandpa came over and was babysitting us. And we had rented this from the local video store, which I'm sure you've heard the name Ragoon Video. And we had to watch 30 minutes of the musical Oklahoma with my grandfather on VHS before he allowed me to play it. That's after, of course, I had all my homework done and my piano practice. And we had a discussion about the stock market I couldn't understand as a kid. But yeah, we had to watch 30 minutes of the musical Oklahoma. My grandfather thought it would, you know, impress me. I thought that was the dumbest thing I saw. I miss him very much. He was a great man, but he missed the mark on that. Okay, let's see. If we could get this paper real quick, which I kind of doubt. No, what am I doing? I'm not even going to try it. So let's turn off the codes. G-codes off. Let's just die and get a score. Oh, good. We got the suit, so we gotta wait for this to go away before we can start taking damage. Yeah, Oklahoma. I do not like musicals. I don't appreciate it. Kind of like comic books for me. I like music. I like movies or TV shows. But when you try and overload the senses by doing two at once, you just kind of get less of both. And the analogy to comic books is like, I like stories, I like art, but if you want to tell me a story, it's going to be deeper and meaningful, generally speaking, if it's a real book. And if you want to show me nice artwork, then I'd rather watch anime or something, I guess. No. Popular opinions. Gonna lose all of my viewer base with comments like that. Electric comments like that. Am I taking damage? It's hard to see. Let's see. I probably am. Yes, I am. Good. Okay. Oh. Take damage, Tim. Just let him kill you. One thing that's interesting, I always thought about how this game works. So, the sprites just stay on the screen, and eventually they just keep speeding up. Oh, I'm avoiding damage. I need to take it. So if you just stay online with this TV, he'll just eventually go faster and faster. And that's how they just keep stuff from staying on screen permanently. Take damage, Tim. Okay, one last hit. then you go into this kind of almost awake state. Do it. A B. That's about as good as you're gonna get. So Homer's impressed with a B. Marge is impressed. Lisa's not so impressed. Maggie's impressed. If you get a C, Homer smiles. He makes like a big grin. And if you get an A, Lisa is impressed. That's it, kiddos. What a game, man. Do I recommend it? Yeah, you got nothing to do? Try it. At least see how difficult these old Simpsons games were notoriously. See how difficult they are for you if you've never tried them. Otherwise, man, good luck. Good freaking luck. Play with Game Genie. That's all I can say if you want to experience the game. Otherwise, it's so difficult. Especially that Indiana Jones. It's just unfair. Brutal as hell. Alright guys, well, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like on the way out. And see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Good start to 2021. Bye for now.